Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Robin's Recipes. Y'all want to fry some apples? I love fried apples. We're going to fix these today for my husband. He's a diabetic, so we're going to have to tweak the sugar a little bit, but let's fry some apples. I got me an apple cutter here. Yard sale. And I'm going to peel up a few apples here and we'll get started. Every time I just peeled one apple, I had like this old peeler. For some reason, my mother had one of these. I got a couple of them. Probably one of them was hers. This thing never gets dull. I don't know why, but it just keeps on going. But every time I peel an apple like this, I think of my daddy. He used to like to eat apples. That was one of his favorite things to snack on. And he'd pull out his pocket knife and he'd start peeling. And I was just amazed that he could peel that apple all the way to the bottom and the peeling not break. So I was trying to do that today in his honor. Let's see if I can do it. Almost. So I missed a few. His was always clean as a whistle. All right, so got my apple all peeled. I cut off the bottom so I have a nice sturdy base to set my apple on. And then I just take this apple cutter and get to go right down. Look at that. How about that? Look how good that does. And there you got all your slices. There you go. And you got to just push out the core or pull out the core, either one. I don't know which way. And there you go. And this one had a little seed in it, so I'll take that out. But there you go. Perfect apple slices for your apples. All right, let me do this and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I got you over here at the stove and I got all my apples peeled. I think I peeled 5 apples, maybe 6. Now to my pan here, I've got 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to let that melt here a minute. Like this, and then I'm going to put my apples in here. And to this, I'm going to put some sugar, well, not real sugar, but sugar substitute and some brown sugar substitute. I'm going to put some cinnamon. And so these are going to be good. I fixed a rack of ribs in my slow cooker today. I did that video too. And this is what we're going to have with it. And if I get a chance, I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese to go with this. So, all right, I got my apples. Poured them in the pan. See, look, you got to work fast. Those apples I just peeled are starting to turn brown. I mean, you got to work fast with apples. Now, I could have got me a little bit of lemon juice and put over them, and then they would have been okay, but they're going to be all right anyway. All right, now I'm just kind of scooting them around in the pan and letting them kind of get buttery. And we're going to get them going here. They're about the right size because you don't want them too thin because they'll go to mush. You want a little bit of apple when you bite into it. All right. So let them go a minute and I'll be back. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of this Truvia sugarcane blend on there. Because like I said, my husband's diabetic and I want him to be able to have a little bit. So I'm just sprinkling some on here. This is twice the potency is sugar, so if you were going to use half a cup of sugar in this, you'd use a quarter cup of this. And then I got the same brown sugar. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Let's see. That's 1 tablespoon, 2, 3. And this is that Truvia brown sugar substitute. With a hint of molasses, it says. All right. Let me get my cinnamon out here. Looks like I might need a little bit more brown sugar than that. Let me do a little more. I'll put 2 more tablespoons in there. All right. So that's probably about a quarter cup of this. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me get my cinnamon. All right. Hey, I'm going to try something. Instead of cinnamon, I'm going to try apple pie spice. All right. See how all that juice is forming in the bottom from the apples and from the sugar melting? That's what you want. And now I'm going to turn it down on low, and I'm going to get a top, and I'm going to cover these. And I'm going to let them just slow simmer here for a few minutes till my apples get soft, okay? And then I'm going to come back, and I might put a little teeny bit of water and cornstarch in it to thicken it up a little bit, but I'll be back. Okay, look, y'all. My apples have been cooking for maybe 10 minutes. They're really getting tender. See, watch. You can cut it with this spoon really easy. And the juice is a little thick, but I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit, and I'm going to let them go for another probably 10 minutes. But I'm going to thicken this juice up. So this is what I'm going to do. I got a little teeny water in here. Less than 1/4 of a cup. Okay? And I'm going to put, oh gosh, I'm going to say a teaspoon of cornstarch in there. No more than a teaspoon. I'm going to stir this up. You always, oh, I'm sorry. Y'all always put cornstarch into cold water, never into what you're doing, and then you can introduce it to your dish. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit, and I'm just going to pour this little slurry into my apples. All right. A little more. I'm going to use it all. Like I said, that was less than 1/4 of a cup. And a teaspoon of cornstarch. Alright, see how it's thickened my apple gravy or whatever you want to call it up. So now I'm going to put it back down on low and cover it up and let that cook for a few more minutes, and I'll be back and show you what it looks like. All right, y'all, there they are. Don't they look good? All that juice is just about gone and incorporated in the apple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like, not even a tablespoon, like a teaspoon of butter to them. Whoop. Just to kind of glaze them a little bit with that around the pan. And that's all it is to the apples. Okay? Don't they look good? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Had the butter dish right in front of you. Let me cut these off. We don't need it now. Look at those. Do they look good? Let me plate y'all up a dish. Hold on just a second. All right, here you go. Y'all like some? Don't that look good? Let me try it for you, just to make sure they're okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And I made it with that sugar-free Truvia, so, you know, if you've got a diabetic in your family that would like a little treat, you could, we're going to eat this with our ribs, but you could make pies out of this. You could do a lot with this, so just eat it like this. Let me try it. I hear somebody coming in the door right now. He's going to be glad to get some of this. He might get some, he might not. Let me try one more bite. Y'all try this. It is so good, so easy. Apples are coming into season. So, this is really as good as a side dish, or like I said, with the pie. Listen, I just want to share with you. Thank you for making me a part of your day. I feel so blessed to be able to do this. I am really enjoying what I'm doing. And I want to tell you that be thankful for each and every day. Because what you did today, you paid for with one day of your life. So don't forget that. Share, subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. But anyway, until I see you again next time here in Robin's Recipes, God bless.